What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Marvel Legends X-23 from Deadpool and Wolverine. Just get a closer look at the packaging. The side art. And the back if you want to read the description. Alright, let's crack her open. Alright, so here is X-23. And I did get her from Amazon. And I will include that link in the description of this video if you are interested in purchasing her. She is my final figure from the wave that I bought. She's not the final figure of the wave. I do have, what's his name? Deadpool, the cowboy version of Deadpool. I did not purchase yet. Maybe I'll get him down the line and review him. We'll see. I'm just not a really big fan of Deadpool, so I don't care for another version of him or a cowboy version. But maybe if he's on sale, I'll pick him up. That he does include some pretty cool Colt or Smith & Wesson guns and stuff like that. So that it's not a bad figure. I just, the price just, if I don't really like a figure, I'm just not gonna buy it. So the prices are getting ridiculous on Marvel Legends, so I gotta kind of be conservative about that. So I didn't buy him, but alright, so let's take a closer look at X-23 over here. And she's got that really photo likeness of Daphne Keane here. That is a very great head sculpt. I mean, that looks exactly like her. They really nail some of these head sculpts like really, really well. Hugh Jackman is one of them as well. But man, you know what? I really wish they would have a Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. I don't know if they are ever gonna get that, but hopefully I don't know, maybe the actor didn't sign his likeness or something like that, so maybe they can't do that. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I definitely would love to have Ryan Reynolds Deadpool unmasked head. But anyways, taking a look at her, she is pinless, of course. You have double jointed elbows. The head goes as far as that. The hair kind of blocks it from going anywhere up like that. So you get kind of limit articulation. Left and right is kind of limit. Oh, no, it's actually pretty good. I thought this little coat piece would interfere, but it's okay. Yeah, definitely pinless, of course. And same with the double jointed knees, pinless. Standard now, should be. And of course you got her claws on her feet. That's pretty cool. These come off, I don't know, I had some from the comic X-23 come off the Wolverine style one, and man, I don't know, they come off really easily. I don't know if this one does. This one looks pretty good in there, but yeah, sometimes you got to watch out for those. They come off easily and then you lose them on a rug or something like that. But yeah, I like that Savage shirt. Very nice, man. Very well detailed. Very nice. Her coat. And of course you got her claws. Those look pretty cool. Yeah, it's a very nice figure. I really love this one. I don't know if she's the most popular one in the wave. I have not seen her in stores, so I'm assuming she is the most popular figure in the wave. I have yet to see her in Walmart, Target, or anywhere, so just be aware of that. If you can find her, maybe pick her up. But yeah, she comes with the alternative head. It's kind of like a neutral face, kind of like I don't want to deal with it today face. Comes with her glasses that Wolverine, I think, bought her in Logan, if I'm not mistaken. Two pairs of hands, or one pair of hands, sorry. And this is kind of like both grippy hands, but one's kind of a bigger hole than the other one, so kind of similar. And of course, I really like this. This is so cool, like a backpack. You don't get very many unique accessories like this, so that's always welcome. I always love unique accessories that come with Marvel Legends figures, and that is a really cool one. You don't see this often, so. And you get a Juggernaut's helmet, which is very, very unique. I think, what's her name wore this? can't think of her name now. Cassandra Nova, that's it. Man, I had a brain fart right there. But yeah, I think she wore this in the movie, but also they had a Juggernaut, like kind of like a stand-in Juggernaut. It wasn't the guy who played him in the X-Men 3 movie, so I'm curious to see what this helmet, who can fit in this helmet, just to try different figures. So I'll probably have a separate video on that, just to have different Marvel Legends figures tried on this helmet and see how they look like, and just see who can fit in this helmet. But yeah, that's a very unique accessory. I really like that. Very cool, man, to have this type of stuff. I'm a sucker for helmets and stuff, and unique accessories, like I said, with the backpack that these Marvel Legends figures come with. So that's really cool. All right, let's try her with the alternative head and see how she looks like. Also, I forgot to mention that her neck head peg is a double jointed, ball jointed peg. So, and then the neck does indeed move. So if you wanted to have a little neck articulation, you can do so. But yeah, it is the ball joint. It's not the disc head peg that some of the figures come with. And this is how the head looks like. I think it's on there. That's how she looks like with the alternative head. All right, let's see her with the backpack and glasses now. All right, so here she is with the glasses and the backpack on her. Looks very nice. I love those glasses. Those are pretty cool. You could put that on a lot of different figures too, which makes it even more better. I love these multi-use accessories too. You know, this backpack can be used for maybe like a Peter Parker figure. I know Ned came with one, I believe. I don't know if Peter, that 2-pack with Peter Parker came with one. I don't remember, but that can have multiple uses. You know, you could put it on any random, like a kid character, or like a high school or whatever, something like that. But yeah, that has multiple uses, so that's pretty cool. Same thing with the glasses and the helmet over there. So, and just to show you, this is with the other head with the glasses on and the backpack, how it looks like. And just for a little comparison shot, here she is, I should say, with the X-23 comic version that came with the X-Force Warpath. And she is kind of a little taller, so that's interesting. Not really a big deal, but she is indeed taller. All right, let's see if we can head swap these two and see how the comic head looks on the movie body and the movie head on the comic body. So, and immediately I know it's not going to work because the peg is smaller than, I forgot this was one of those like kid bodies with the really small head peg. That kind of annoys me, man. Like, why don't they just make the same head peg for every female figure, and, you know, same head peg for every male figure? Why do they got to go change up the pegs? So yeah, that is definitely not going to work. The only way you would have the comic head on the MCU body is if you were to Dremel it, and that would kind of, you know, you risk kind of messing up the figure. But if you're really good at Dremeling, you can do that. But that's how it would look like. It was just as is. You know, obviously it's not going to work. So now the other way, it would kind of work because it's a big hole, and so that's how that would look like. But of course it's sunken in because there is nothing to prevent it from going up. But if you had I don't know, maybe you could fill it in somewhat and then have it a little bit, you know, propped up just a little bit or something, just to give that. But still, it's the hole so deep. I don't know, you'd have to really play with it, put some like putty in there or something, clay or something to fill that hole in to make it get propped up a little bit. But even still, I mean, you'd have to prop it up like maybe up there. But still, that disc peg kind of shows. So even I think with just her head, yeah, it shows a little bit just with the default head. So that's kind of weird. Yeah. So the head swap is a no-go. Alright, so there you have X-23 MCU version. This is the first time we've ever gotten X-23 in the MCU version. So I always love new figures in the line. You know, I always love going back to all those old movies and getting figures that we've never gotten. I really hope we get, you know, some X-Men 2000 suits. I would love all of them, to be honest with you. You know, Jean Grey, Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops, you know, get a Nightcrawler in there. Hopefully we'll get that in Secret Wars. I mean, there's a good chance we can get a lot of those figures with the Secret Wars wave. You know, we know we're going to get a Secret Wars wave from the movie, so it all depends on what figures they make. I'm sure they're going to get to all of them. Might be a couple waves in that one, so be prepared for that. But yeah, this is a great figure. I really love this figure. I definitely recommend her if you are a big X-23 fan, or if you just wanted a Daphne Keene X-23. This definitely is a great figure to have. I love that photorealistic head, man. That is spot on, I think. And just, you know, everything about this figure is very good. I love it. And I could see why this is the most popular one. I can't find it in the stores. So, yeah, I definitely would recommend her. And yeah, I'll definitely have that link in the description below for Amazon if it's in stock. I don't know if it's in stock. It might be out, but just keep checking back to see if it is, so you can buy it or purchase it. And who knows, maybe you'll get a good deal on it. I mean, who knows? But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this review, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.